Hello, one and all. This is Luckless Lovelocks. Welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward. So I did notice something after looking around a bit, and it's kind of noticeable here. If you take a look at this triangle, it's pointing upwards. So if we go back and we take a look at the poster, I believe it's pointing in the other direction. And you know what? I kind of noticed that when I first saw it, but I thought it was maybe just like an oversight. But I'm starting to come to the realization that that doesn't really happen very often in this game. Oversights probably intentional. So if we look at, yes. So the triangle's pointing downwards and it says 9. So 9 upside down is actually 6, which could either mean, and then what about the star? Is the star also upside down? I think it is. That means we need to reverse it. So the 9 star is actually a 6 star. So that means it's 1986, I believe is the code that we need. And where is that locker again? It's the first one, right? 9 upside down is 6. 6 upside down is 9. That's the only thing I can think of right now. If that doesn't work, I am like, I have no idea what to do. Okay, so 1, it's the same. And it was 9. And it was 8. 8 is the same. 6 plus 2. And then 6. 3 plus 3. Oh, yes! Thank you so much. I looked around a lot, guys. Whoa, what is this? It opened! Oh. This is just like the code we saw in the ambidex room. I mean, it's a different code, of course, but it looks really similar. I think this probably opens a safe. Don't have the other one yet, though. But let's try this out. I'm just like in the background trying to think of what the other code might be, the blue one. So sun, sun, moon. No, that's star. So that's probably for the escape. Yes! It opened! Man, what good is a victory dance when there's no one here to see it? I mean, sometimes you just gotta dance. I'm lonely. That was pretty obvious when Sigma saw the poster. Oh well, I'll just have to have a look inside. Wait a minute. If I look through the stuff in here without telling Phi and Alice, they might be suspicious later. We took something when we weren't looking. Yeah, those are 2 bad sides I really don't want to be on. I don't really know that much about Alice. I think I'll just go get them before I go through it. Well, that was easy enough. Hey, what's this? Did you open this, Sigma? Yeah, who else could have? Why didn't you tell us sooner? What? Forget about it, Alice. Let's just see what's in there. What's this thing? A map. I kind of already saw a map before. But this is interesting. So that one larger door on the left must be the 9 door, right? So judging by this, okay, wait, there's, no, okay. We went through here, and then this is the secondary door. Those 2 are blocked off, I guess. So, are we gonna be able to, I guess we can't really ever go back, so we're eventually How does this all, where does this all hook up? I guess in this room here, we're gonna hook up with whoever went through the yellow rooms. And then all of us will get together in this room here. Once we pass through this way. And then I don't know, there must be ways to get through these doors as well. Very, very interesting, very different. Seems like a bit less linear than 999. It says floor A. Oh, and then there's probably more floors. We can look at it more later. There's more stuff in the safe. Why don't we get all of it before we start going through it? Good idea. Looks like we've got a card. Whoa! Make that 2 cards. This is one of those cards for the AB rooms. See, it says Ambidex room right there. It looks like a tanning salon gift card. So it does. Then we can use these to open the AB rooms. Yes, but how are we supposed to get back there? The door to the warehouse is still locked. I think the answer to that question is in the safe. Check out this note. Here are a few more rules for you. Once you've opened a door, you can hop through it as much as you like. Ah, so we can go back? The chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even I feel so bad saying this. Carrot keep you from going in and out of them. Any color of bracelet can go through them, and as many people as you like. But, you have to escape before you can take advantage of this free reign rule. Once you've activated a chromatic door and gone through it to the puzzle beyond, it won't let you back until you've solved the puzzle. I see. So once we can get out of the crew quarters, we can head back to the warehouse. Right? Yeah, seems like it. And this key is how we're gonna get out of here. Right. So this key will open the door at the end of the hallway. Yeah, I found the safe. I should be able to use this to open the exit. Let's go. Wait. Look at this book on the top of the safe. Oh, it's a book about cats. But do we have time for that, right? Meow? Meow. So, sorry. It's this sort of, I guess you could call it a tick. Had it since I was young. Wish I was just kitten, but I can't. I can't control it. Come on, that was easy, Sigma. It's not dangerous, though. You're perfectly fine. Not dangerous. Anyway, the book's called Schrodinger's Cat. Don't you mean Schrodinger's cat? Oh, you've heard of it. I think it'd be harder to find someone who hasn't heard of it. For real? Do you know what it is too, Alice? Of course I do. I was just wondering why this book was here. So, what is Schrodinger's cat? It's a quantum physics thought experiment. The book probably discusses the principles the experiment talks about in more depth. See, Erwin Rudolf Joseph Alexander Schrodinger, that's the name, was a scholar of theoretical physics in Austria. He was born in 1887 and... Wait! Is this gonna be a long story? Yes. Thought so. How about we talk about it later then? I mean, we just found the key that'll get us out of here. You do have a point there. Yes, he does. We should leave now. All right, let's go. And I want the other code. What? Wait, hold on. What else do we get? Supplementary rules. I can't actually. Oh god, that's so blurry. Okay, there's nothing else there. No real hints there. Trying to think of what it might be. Oh, I have no choice. Hey, what are you doing? The exit is that way. Let's go. Oh, it's just like forcing me to go forward. So I guess we can always come back here. Let's do this. The lock for the door. Right now it says lock. You guys ready? I'm gonna open the door. Okay. I'm ready. Go for it. All right then. 3, 2, 1. We found it. Oh wait, what? We traveled all the way to there? Really? Did not expect that at all. We made our way down the hallway, and at the end, waiting for us. Hey, looks like the gang's all here. What's up?
Nothing's up. We left our room and it left.
And ended up here.
Sigma, let me see that map you found earlier.
Oh, right. So they went through a larger room too. What's all the... Okay, I guess it was just hallways, but seems like we missed a lot. There's 2 big rooms there. Oh. No matter which door we took, all of them led back here.
That's the same as the map we found in the lounge.
The lounge?
Oh, we found something like that too. Our room was an infirmary.
That's so. We found ours in the crew quarters.
Huh. Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
I think, personally, I would want to exchange information. That's just me, though. Going down to floor B, I guess? So no one died.
What the? Oh, this is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
Are these chromatic doors?
Obviously.
Look, there's a box here. It looks like the ones we saw earlier.
Lock. Huh. That sound. Yeah, won't budge.
And just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh, no, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Numbers. Oh yeah, the time left. Oh, the time left. I thought you meant the, like the 3s. So we have 2 minutes to decide now. Oh, 2 hours. 2 hours, 6 minutes.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
No. Looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Clover, how about you show him that note we found?
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Huh? Was it something about supplementary rules? Because we found a note just like that.
So we all got some supplementary rules, I guess. I wonder if it's the same ones. Probably not.
It was in the infirmary.
Yeah, we found one too. It was in the safe in the crew quarters. Here are a few more rules for you. Once you've opened a door, you can hop through it as much as you like. The chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even I carry it to keep you from... I'm just gonna replace the words with the regular ones. I can't! I'm not a rabbit! Going in and out of them. Any color of bracelet can go through them. And as many people as you like. But, you have to escape before you can take advantage of this free reign rule. Once you've activated a chromatic door and gone through it to the puzzle beyond, it won't let you go back. It won't let you go back until you solve the puzzle. I'm not that much of a punter. Okay, I'm a bit of a punter. If that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get into the warehouse.
I don't think Zero's saying we can. I think he's saying we have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
They got one also.
We found some too.
That makes 6 then. One for each AB room.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
Luna's very, very concerned about that. She's constantly in a state of surprise.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
If you don't like it, stay here. Stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
Asshole. Better hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
All right, fine. I'm going.
Keeping track of where we're moving. We happen to go back the way that we came. I would go back the other ways. Back to the crew quarters.
So, this is the crew quarters, huh?
Just as the note said. We had no trouble getting in here.
That means we can go to the infirmary or the lounge.
Yeah, we can check out any of them.
Hey, look, Grandpa!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Did we establish that Temyoji's Quark's grandfather, or is that just like... Is he just making fun of him?
They got a poster of a lady in here! It looks like the ones you got back home!
Wait. Did I miss something? I must have missed something.
This one's pretty hot. I think we're talking at least 14, maybe even 15 EU.
Agreed.
I sure would like to take it home with me. Unfortunately, I don't think this is really the time for that. Let's keep moving.
So he collects pin-up girl posters? Whoa, 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 hold on. Grandpa? Okay. I'm not like just completely missing something from earlier. Since when were they buddies? Have they always been that close? In other words, they'd known each other before the Nonary game. And if Quark was calling Temyoji Grandpa, maybe they were even related. Alice and Clover seem to be close too. Okay, we're getting that again. Are we close to anyone? Just how many of these people knew each other already? Okay, now... Who's paired together again? We're paired, obviously, with Phi. Alice was red solo. Quark was blue pair. Quark was actually paired with Dio. And Temyoji was a solo.
Let's go, buddy.
So that's like no kind of indication of who knows who. Even the colors are different with Temyoji and Quark, blue and Korean.
I can't wait to get out of here and back to my grandpa videos.
Oh god.
Oh, you mean the ones you keep in the locked cabinet?
Shh! You're being too loud, Quark. You have to say these things quietly.
Back to warehouse A. Oh, that's what it says. This is floor A. On the ground. I wasn't sure what it said. Here we go again. Our best friend Zero.
Oh, you're finally done? You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
For yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
Hey, B.O. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it. So I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Otherwise...
Well, do you really need me to spell it out?
Forget it.
That's a good boy. Alrighty, let's get back to what we were talking about earlier. Namely, how do you get more BP?
We go into the AB rooms, right? Look. We've got some keys for them right here. Kay and Quark have 2 each, so we've got 6 altogether.
But who goes into what room?
That doesn't really matter. Anybody can go into any room.
But there are only 6 rooms.
Didn't I tell you? The 2 members of a pair share the same destiny.
Then you mean both members of a pair need to go into the same room?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so then I guess we can't change who we're allied with?
What do we do after we go into the room?
Play a game. Just like it says on the door. You play the Ambidex game!
Wait, what's ambidex supposed to mean anyway?
Okay, here we go. We're gonna get an explanation.
I would guess it's short for ambidextrous.
Ah, I was right.
Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands, instead of favoring the left or right. But it can also be taken to mean someone who is duplicitous or two-faced.
Okay. I haven't really heard it used in that way. It's a game of betrayal, then.
Well, yes, I guess you could put it that way.
Then what's the Nonary Game?
That refers to the whole enchilada. The Nonary Game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape. The Ambidex Game is just a mini game you play as part of the larger one. Make sense?
Like hell. This shit is confusing.
Is it? Or is it that you're just a few carrots short of a bushel? What do you think, B.O.?
You arrogant little bastard.
Well, that's just how I am, so you better get used to it. Now, could I have you all move to the AB room, please? I'll give you more specifics once everyone's inside. I think it'll probably be easier to understand that way.
Kay, Quark, and myself each gave 1 card to Luna, Alice, and Temyoji. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion about who'd go into which door, but Fi and I found ourselves heading toward the leftmost room. like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head in too?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay, okay. Well, we're not wasting any time. Shouldn't we talk about what's been going on here? We have 2 hours.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Distress, distress.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Ambidex game polling? What? This game's got a time limit too? Wait.
Something wrong?
No, nothing. There's no one here.
What are you talking about? Of course there isn't anyone here.
Well, yeah, I know. I just...
Let's get inside.
Yeah, right. It's exactly like the room we're in. Is this the same one?
This looks just like the room we woke up in.
Yeah. Well, there's one thing that's different.
That screen.
Yeah. Looks like there's something on it. The Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, please touch the start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. Will not open again until the polling period is finished.
Shit! What the hell are you doing, you idiot?
I don't know. What? I just pressed the start button.
Did you even read what it said?
Yeah.
Once you press that button, it locks the door for 40 minutes. Now, thanks to your stupid ass, we're stuck in here for almost an hour.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Ugh.
I mean, I did read it. But what else could I do?
Hey, hey, hey! Looks like everybody's closed their AB gates.
AB gate?
That's the door to the AB room, silly. You're in the AB room right now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be continuing my earlier explanation. Now, let's get this party started! Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano. Well, there are 2 people in each pair, aren't there? So it'll be more of a 2-on-1 battle, I guess. Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be. It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors.
Ah, so the choice at the beginning affects this as well.
For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Alas and went through the cyan door, didn't they? That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Alas.
And it goes the other way too. Alas's opponent will be Siggy and Fido. Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Tamioli.
Potassium. Great. Wait, who is potassium? Oh, it must be K, because that's the symbol for potassium. The periodic table symbol for potassium.
And B.O. and Quirk's enemy will be Mooney. Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally. What? Don't get it? Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third explains it all. First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room. You should see A, ally, and B, betray on it. Do you? All you guys have to do is pick! Just pick one of those easy options! Your DP will go up or down, depending on what you pick. It's gets a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart. The plus and minus are from your
Oh, it's
point
the
of
prisoner's
view.
dilemma.
So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You'll get 2 BP, and so will they. And you'll all get a nice warm, fuzzy feeling inside. We call that the best pals outcome. Just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? Next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP, and they get 3. We call that the stupid jerk face outcome. Somebody did that to me, I'd skin them and stew them with some taters.
Taters? What's taters?
The third choice
Precious.
is the opposite of that. It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally. This time, you're the one who gets 3 BP, and they're the one who loses 2. We call that the serves them right outcome. I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice, and there's nothing for you to feel guilty about. And finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent. If that happens, neither of you get to lose anything. Absolutely 0 change in BP. Boring. We call this the why even bother outcome. As the game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most. You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you? Well, let me explain. Remember how I told you that both people in a pair share a destiny? Well, that applies here too.
This game is quite a bit more complicated than the original Nonary Game.
The 2 of you only get 1 vote. You get to choose once between ally or betray. That doesn't mean you split your points, though. You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get. Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well, actually, there's a little bit more, but it'll just have to wait, I guess.
Oh, great. You're not going to tell us the whole thing. What? Why does it have to wait?
Hush now. It'll be okay.
No, it won't.
30 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Anyway, I've gotta hop along now. Don't do something harebrained and wait until the last minute. You got plenty of time, so think it out. Bye-bye now. Have a nice trust.
Have a nice trust. Man. What are we gonna do?
About the AB game?
Yeah. Should we choose ally or betray?
Yeah, it's a tough call. This is really kind of an interesting game.
So this is an example of the prisoner's dilemma. I would explain it to you, but they basically explained it already. It's basically like you've got 2 prisoners. You can either betray the other. Basically, you have 2 prisoners in 2 different like cells. You can either betray your partner in the other cell, or you can like betray them by cooperating with the police, or you can say nothing. So it's basically like allying with the other prisoner. And if you both, I think it's like if you both don't cooperate, you get like Well, it's explained here, right? You both get the best possible outcome if you both decide not to cooperate and you don't betray each other, so you decide to ally with each other. If one of you betrays the other one and the other one doesn't, then they get like the best outcome. If you both decide to betray, you both get punished, basically. So you got a description of what the prisoner's dilemma is in the game itself. I don't know all the like details of the original like experiment or the original game, but you guys can look it up if you want to.
Seems like it's based on the prisoner's dilemma.
Oh, well, there you go. What's that?
You've never heard of it? It's a thought experiment that uses game theory to examine why people do or don't cooperate. Let's say
so there you go.
Apple and Banana have committed a serious crime.
Apple and Banana.
I just gave them the first names I thought of.
Of course.
They don't mean anything. Anyway, Apple and Banana are caught by the police and sent off to separate cells far away from one another. In other words, there's no way for them to contact each other. And they're not like telepaths or something. So that's the setup. You following me?
Yeah, keep going.
So a detective shows up. He visits each cell and tells them both exactly the same thing. Goes something like this.
You can both clam up if that's what you want. We're gonna have to put you both in the slammer for 2 years if you do.
Right.
Now, if you flip on your pal over there, tell me everything. I can get your sentence reduced to 1 year. That means your buddy will serve 15, but that ain't your problem, right? Of course, if he decides to spill the beans, it goes the other way. He gets 1 year, and you get to spend 15 years eating government cheese. You're probably wondering if both of you confess. Well, I can shave off a little time for saving me trouble, but you'll still both do 10 years. So, punk, what's it gonna be? Gonna give me what I want, or you gonna keep that trap shut? Of course, I told your partner the same thing I just told you. I wonder if you can trust him to keep the cat in the bag.
I mean, the other part of this is like, can we really trust Zero to be... that Zero is telling everyone else the same thing as us?
No rush. Give you plenty of time to think about it.
It's like, if we think about it, the thing that Zero wants the least is for us to both betray each other. That's 0 points. The game would just stalemate forever if we do that. If we all decide to do that. So, that's the prisoner's dilemma. They did a much better job of explaining it to me.
Yeah.
I should just trust the game. The game, like I read up on what Schrodinger's cat is, and I could try to explain it, but I'm sure the game is going to explain it at some point way better than me. So I'm just going to let the game do it. Because it's more complicated than that even.
What would you do? Say you were in Apple or Banana's shoes.
Well, if my erstwhile criminal associate, Banana, is gonna keep his mouth shut, the best choice for me is to spill the beans. That way I only serve 1 year. But what if he confesses too? Then the smart thing would be for me to do the same. After all, if he cuts a deal and I don't, then I'll spend 15 years in prison. If I confess, I can shave 5 years off of that. Seems like the best choice is always going to be to confess.
Interesting. But you're forgetting something important.
Which is?
That Banana will be thinking the same thing. So you'll both confess, and you'll both end up serving 10 years. Do you get it? If you both trusted each other, then neither of you would have served more than 2 years. But because you both made the decision based on your own self-interest, you're gonna spend 8 more years in prison. In other words, the logical decision leads not only to a less desirable outcome on the group level, but also a pretty shitty situation on the personal level too. You see now? The AB game is the prisoner's dilemma.
Yeah. I don't know why they're explaining this though. I think it's better if like they just kept it like you either personally know that this is the prisoner's dilemma or not. You would still have to go through this thought experiment without knowing that this was a thing in like game theory. Yeah, they pretty much are the same thing. we trust Alice, we can both increase our BP by 2. But if we don't trust each other, in the long run, it won't benefit either of us.
Yeah, but this is where it gets interesting.
Gets interesting in the sense that if we manage to twice in a row get 3 BP, we're out. And actually, that kind of does benefit the group. It ends the game, we can get out, we can possibly help out the rest of the people, so...
Let's say for a moment all 9 of us are on one team. Who would we be playing against?
0, of course.
Right. So we can assume the 9 of us are fighting 0 in the AB game.
So this might go back to my original point where 0 doesn't want us to progress. 0 wants us to progress. If we decide not to, we just constantly betray each other. Nothing will change.
If you look at it that way, what would we want to do to beat him? Just look at the point totals. Say we all picked Ally. What would our total points be?
Well, 2 times 9 is 18, so 18 points.
Okay. Now let's say one of the pairs chooses Betray.
The pair who pick Betray will get 3 points each, so in total they'll have 6 points. But the solo they betrayed will have 2 points subtracted, so the total gain for that game would only be 4 points. The other 2 groups would choose Ally for that round, right?
Yeah.
So for the other teams, you'll get 6 each, which will give you 2 times 6 is 12. Plus 4. 16 points total.
So what does that tell you?
If we consider all 9 of us to be on the same team, we need to all always choose Ally to get the most points. If even one person chooses Betray, the total points we get goes down. So the one thing I'm a bit confused about with the 9 door, didn't 0 say only one of us could go through it? Or could anyone that has a total of 9 go through? That's what I'm confused by.
Exactly. In this game, if each individual acts for the benefit of the whole group, everyone benefits. But if everyone starts looking out for themselves, it'll impact the group negatively. And eventually, it'll impact them negatively too. If all of us choose Betray, then the group gets 0 points. Ultimately, nobody benefits. Not even the individual. In other words, selfish but logical decisions hurt everyone. And they hurt you.